Now, I'd like to move on to the next presentation. The next is Nihon Fukushi University and University of Southeastern Philippines. The title is Japan's Population Issue. They will talk about seriousness of Japanese population with comparing the difference between Philippines. Let's welcome them with big applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce the members of our group. First, from the University of Southeastern Philippines, Leo Ryan Jr. Next is from the Nihon Fukushi University, Airi Suzuki. And last, I'm Kenji Ogura, a sophomore from Nihon Fukushi University. We would like to discuss a very serious problem that Japan needs to solve to strengthen their connections into the future. So our presentation topic is a very controversial issue in Japan. Japan's population issue, declining birth rate, and its aging society. And we guarantee that our presentation is a useful reference to you all, especially from the participants from other countries.
This is a brief outline of our presentation. First, the current and future demographic composition of Japan. Second, the background reason on Japan's population decline. Third, our suggestions, and last, our conclusion.
If we want to connect something into the future, what do you think is the most important or essential? We think it is not the internet. We think it is not the SNS or any material things. We think it is people. Connections won't exist without people. Imagine the days in the future when it will come to the point that the number of people is not enough to hand down something in the future. This is the problem that Japan is currently facing.
Please take a look at the chart. This demographic chart shows the current population structure of Japan. According to this chart, the percentage of elderly people 65 years old above, represented by red and orange colored bar, is approximately 29% and is the highest in the world. And the percentage of children, young people under 15, is only 13%, and it is the lowest in comparison to other countries. Now, the population in Japan is approximately 128 million. But how about in the future? In 2060, the population of Japan would be like this. The population of Japan will decrease by 30%. According to the estimation, the percentage of elderly people would be 40% in the year of 2060. And if you think we have nothing to do with this, and it is just a trivial information, you are totally wrong. Think, now people in the age of 18 to 22, like us, will be in the 70s age group in the year of 2060. And we will be here. So we think we have the responsibility to alleviate, to solve, or at least to prevent this problem in order to secure a spot in these coming generations.
We think we should know the reason for having this demographic structure before thinking of what we should do for the better future. What do you think are the causes of decreasing population in Japan? Japanese women started to work outside the home? Yes, it could be, but we don't think it is the main reason. It is just normal, like in other countries. We think the main reason is the Japanese people's attitude about family. And we think the society and schools are responsible for this attitude. Let us explain further on this point. From a student point of view, we see the following reasons and attitudes as factors on Japan's population decline.
First, the parents are working late at night. The companies give a lot of work to their workers. As a result, they are working late. They have to stay late to finish their works. They're going home late, therefore, they are losing the valuable time with their family.
Second, school activities. Most Japanese students join clubs, and the school lets them do their activity even until late at night. Therefore, students have a limited, valuable experience of spending time with their family. This may affect them by losing value of building a family in the future.
And lastly, Japanese people prefer to spend their time on themselves rather than on spending on others. Japanese people also think that just by absorbing knowledge and skills is equivalent to total happiness. Everyone has different perceptions on this. If we look to a person who is knowledgeable and skilled, yes, one can say that he or she is capable and great. But if we think of it collectively as a country like Japan, we think it is not quite good at all. We are not saying that having a good education is bad. It is actually admirable, and we encourage it. But what we want to say is there should be a balance between work, education, and family is better.
We can't increase the number of the people who were born in just a blink of an eye. And even if a baby has been born now, it takes 20 years or more to become a force in the economy. So we think some suggestions that would be effective in dealing with this problem. First, building connections with other countries and accept skilled, active, or professional people who want to work and live in Japan. By doing this, the labor force of Japan would increase, and at the same time, it would be an addition in sustaining Japan's population.
Second, employment stability. Employment stability allows both Japanese men and women to feel that they are economically secure and stable enough in building families and raising children. It also promotes birth rate, wherein upon coming to a realization that they are capable of raising family independently.
And lastly, father's support is needed in rearing children. An old mindset of the Japanese people is the father just has to work and the mother must rear the children while working outside the home. This is one of the reasons why the Japanese young women are hesitant to get married, because they view marriage as just a child rearing responsibility. The point is, the modern Japanese family should be balanced and flexible in terms of functioning their roles.
Building sustainable connections, we must act now in order to secure a future. We must consider how our actions affect our future. To do this effectively, we need a concerted effort by stabilizing population. Population stability is essential in strengthening our connections in the future. To Japan and to the other countries who are facing the same dilemma, we would like you to take the following advices. Building sustainable connections need a concerted effort by stabilizing population. It is not only the responsibility of the government, it is also your responsibility. It is our legacy into the next generation. We must act now, as early as possible, and it should start on us. This is our challenge that we are going to live. Thank you so much and have a great day.